12. Well, hold on, folks. 11:49. Another 11 minutes. I'll be correct on my time. 11:49 here on TSN 690. Welcome back to Game Points with Matthew Ross. We are here until 1 a.m. Jimmy G is on the board. Stefano Micella helping us out. There is no MoCon this evening, but there will be MoCon tomorrow, or next show, whenever that is, on Sunday, in fact. Still to come tonight here on the program. In our next segment, in fact, get ready. Get your phone ready. Charge it up. You got 10 minutes to charge up your phone because we need you to participate in our next segment. We need one caller to do NFL picks with us. 4 games on the air with us because Game Points has a pick'em pool. GamePointsRadio.com to see the standings for it. And we have a listener slot. So we need one listener to represent for the listener slot in our pool. And one winner of the 17 weeks, one listener will win $150 to spend at Restaurant Vivere.
Very good, Matt.
Thank you. I tried. Yeah, they're in Place Ville-Marie. They're on Beaver Hall. You just passed the one you said the other day on Beaver Hall.
Yeah, I was at Comic-Con a couple weeks ago, and on my walk...
Nerd!
Hey,
Sorry.
Bret Hart was there, okay?
All right, fair enough.
So on my way there, I saw, there's another location.
Yeah. So, Restaurant Vivere. Oh, that was terrible. I butchered that one. Should have quit while I was ahead. $150 to spend there on just a great upscale Italian restaurant. Great cuisine. Joe, what a great guy. So, if you want to go into the draw for that, and you love football, and you're up late, and you got nothing else to do, and you're just banging your head against the wall, stop it and dial us in about 10 minutes' time. All right? We're just finishing off some baseball talk here on the program. And prior to the break, we were talking about the access to the 94 players coming in. And it started to make me think as well about something else that I tweeted about recently that did not get a lot of positive reaction. So the notion of baseball coming back to Montreal, obviously the stadium issues, the biggest obstacle to that happening, right? Well, what if you didn't need a new stadium? Now, hear me out. I know there's people going, what the hell is this guy talking about? The Olympic Stadium is an ashtray. I agree with you. It's terrible. I hate it. I can't stand it. Okay? But the reality is, this city is not going to spend a dime on any new structure downtown. As much as we need it, as much as we see that every other major city in Canada has a stadium that's functional. You know, they got the Commonwealth in it. Edmonton, you got Vancouver's got that beautiful new stadium because of, or refurbished stadium because of the Olympics. Is it still called GM Place?
Still called BC Place.
BC Place, thank you. BC Place. And of course, the Rogers Centre, still very serviceable in Toronto. But, I mean, the Olympic Stadium is just, it's embarrassing. It's an embarrassing structure. So, it's hard to conceive of it being able to sustain and support a Major League Baseball franchise. Right? Well, what if it was the only way that the government would back a return of the Montreal Expos? And people will say, well, you know, the PQ government won't ever back it regardless. Well, I think that there's a way to appease them. Now, this is far-fetched, and again, it's not something I want to see. I would love to see downtown baseball in an open-air stadium with the skyline in the background. But what if, now hear me out, okay? Don't shut off the radio yet, okay? Save it for when Stefano's talking. What if we took off the roof of the Olympic Stadium, okay? Because that roof is ridiculous, right? They're going to spend another, $17 billion, whatever it is, $300 million, I think the figure was reported in the Gazette, to repair rips. I mean, what are they doing up there? What kind of material is this? What were they thinking when they put it on? This will only last 9 years. Let's just do it. Wait, what are they doing? What are they doing with all this money? And I love how there's an Olympic installations board, right? There's a whole board that runs the Olympic Stadium when there's like nine events there a year. You can get a party planner from the Yellow Pages to run the Olympic Stadium. That's really all you need. There's a CEO and, there's a tower and there's tours. Well, unless the CEO is running the elevator button that takes you up and down the tour, I don't know how, useful a whole Olympic installations board is. The Alouettes just announced that they're not going to do a playoff game there if in the event they run the tables and they can host a playoff game. Right? They said, the roof, snow, we can't afford to, all that kind of stuff. So what if you took the roof off, okay? Now, the other problem with the Olympic Stadium when people talk about going there for an event is you leave and there's nothing around there. Oh, crap. I forgot. There's no nightlife. We got to get back in the Olympic Stadium, go in the metro, and take it downtown. What if you took all of that concrete around the Olympic Stadium? There's just miles and kilometers of concrete, right? With oversized steps. Oh, isn't this neat? I mean, that gets old after you've done it once, right? So this whole thing was built for the 1976 Olympics. Did they not think that, oh, by the way, the world doesn't end after the 2 weeks, and you're going to be stuck with this monstrosity, and you should probably create something that the city would want to use past these 2 weeks of Summer Olympics? Because all of the concrete around the Olympic Stadium is just taking up so much real estate and is just so useless. So what if you created a mini entertainment district, right? This is all contingent on a Major League Baseball franchise being awarded to Montreal. No roof, no more roof. Okay, if it's a rainout, it's a rainout. I want to see stars when I'm watching baseball. It's bad enough that it's like it's an oval-shaped building and there's no skyline. You literally, if you want to see the sky without the roof, if you remember going there.
You'd literally only see stars.
Yeah, you have to look up. Okay, maybe you can paint a mural in the background. We got a lot of artists here in Quebec. Let them paint a mural behind the scoreboard in the background. Oh, look at that. That's a skyline. Maybe take a picture of a skyline, blow it up, and put it behind the scoreboard. All right? But what if you had a whole entertainment district all around there, pubs, all that kind of stuff, all built around the fact that 81 home games a year, plus preseason, plus maybe playoffs, that you would have, a baseball team playing there again. In that far-fetched scenario, maybe the whole thing works. Maybe it works, but you have to really think hard. You have to really envision all of that real estate around the Olympic Stadium being, a pub, and all I say is pub. That's how you know I don't go out, right? What else is there? Club, a pub. I don't know. One of those carnival booths where you shoot the water into the clown's mouth. Maybe that's always fun.
Well, at Patriots, where the Patriots play at Gillette Stadium, they have what's called Patriot Place, which is basically a huge shopping district.
Okay.
It's all outdoors, but you can go from there's a lot of shops there, team memorabilia, restaurants, there's pubs there.
There you go. Now you're getting into the spirit of things. This is a summer outdoor city from, April till September, and you need to be outside. So absolutely, in that far-fetched scenario, maybe, just maybe, it's doable. And then again, maybe it's still not doable. A little bit of refurbishment of the stadium, all this outdoor complex, maybe the government goes, oh, that's a great idea. Now we can take this elephant in the East End that nobody wants to go to and make it an attraction. Well, anyway, that's my quick idea on it. Let me know what you think. TSN Matthew on Twitter.com, Matthew at TSN690.ca, or you can give us a call as well, 514-790-1690.